So how are you holding up during all of this? Are you finally, I see you've been doing some fishing and stuff, which I feel like is probably nice to like just get out and do that, but are you doing
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think for everybody, there's kind of like highs and lows, right? It's you have your days where you're frustrated and you just are losing your mind. And then there's days where, you know, it's fine and you're just comfortable with doing nothing. But yeah, the fishing has helped. I think last week was pretty frustrating for me, just the combination of things happening in the music world that I kind of snapped and I said, I'm going fishing because if I don't, I'm not going to make it through
Yep.
this. So
I saw your tweets. I hear you. I know.
yeah, yeah, I was like, just started to lose it. Some of those tweets disappeared, hopefully before they were seen by too many people, because
Yeah.
I was like, that's a bad move. But sometimes you can't bite your tongue anymore. It is what it is. So
Yeah, I mean, and it's frustrating. It's one of the best industries to be a part of, I think, especially the Canadian country music community, because it is such a great community. But as fast as it can be the best thing, it can be grueling and tough and stuff. And I think right now it's even tougher because, there's not as many distractions in the
yep.
world. So you're focusing almost on it so much more. So it's good that have the ability to go fishing and hang out with your beautiful fiance and hang out with the dogs. And are you guys doing any more renovations on the house?
Yeah. So as we speak, Lisa is outside testing paint white, like 3 or 4 different types of white on the side of the red. Our house that we bought is an old red brick house, but we're going to paint the whole thing white.
Nice.
Redo the roof. I started a design on a deck with my stepdad yesterday, so gonna tackle that probably end of this week, next week. Put a big 30 by 30 deck on the back of the house.
Uh,
um, if I'm going to be stuck at home all summer, I'm going to have a nice deck, a nice barbecue station, place to drink beer and
yeah.
for the dogs.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the first thing that we did because we got the new house and had to furnish it. Hello,
Speaking of
buddy.
the dog,
Oh, he is so cute.
yeah,
Is he a fan of Jessie? Are they friends now?
uh, I think if she wasn't around, he would be happier. She's a bit of a bully. So,
Yeah, it's
but
understandable. She's so beautiful, though. I grew up with German Shepherds my whole life, and so every time you post about her, I'm like, I think we need to get a German Shepherd.
you should do it. They're the best dog. It's funny because I also hey, come here. Sorry.
That's okay. Hey, my
The
dog is
joy
licking her paws over there, so I'm good. The
the,
dog
the
knows.
joys of interviews at home, right?
Oh,
Is
I know.
he's standing guard at the front window, and him barking has brought the other one into the room now. So
Yep. Hey, when I was doing an interview, literally 10 minutes before we started talking, she decided to get the zoomies and just like came and body slammed me. And I was like, sorry, Carly Pierce. I just
yeah,
can't
yeah.
my dog. It's
It's
kind of fun though. I feel like, I mean, for you too, like whenever you're doing interviews and stuff, people are getting to know you even more than they would if you were out on the road touring, because this is you at home in your space.
yeah. You can't see from my
Are you
waist down
wearing
right now. I'm wearing pajamas right now.
I'm
It's
so
not,
jealous.
not something you would ever see me in day to day.
I
It's like
put
the
jeans
most comfy
on,
pants.
only because I have not put jeans on the entire time that I have been doing interviews. And I literally did it because of you, because I was like, if anybody I interview is going to be like, Shannon, are you wearing pajamas? Prove it. I was like, Hyatt's totally going to put me on the spot. So I'm like, I'm putting jeans on.
So I honestly, probably the first like 35 days of quarantine, I got up, I put like my show like dress on, which is basically just black jeans and a black t-shirt. Every single day I like dressed up. I was like, this is like gonna keep me sane. But
Yeah.
then my diet has gone out the window during quarantine. Like I went into the Gord Bamford tour in like the best shape of my life, just very strict eating, 6 pack, just it's down to like 174 pounds from like 210. And everything's getting a little tighter now. So the comfy pants are coming out. I really hope to get back to a gym as soon as possible would be awesome.
No. Yeah, we were very, you know, eager and inspired at the beginning of this. We got a Peloton. We were like, we're going to just crush through this and work out every day. And we were great for like 2 weeks. And now we're like, well, Steven's like, I'm not going to be playing a live show for a while. So I don't really need to like work on my stage body. I was like, you're not helping.
You're like, yeah, you're like, really? You
Yeah.
know?
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Are you sure? Because this still comes off.
Yeah, it does. Don't worry. So you actually, though, I don't know if it's out yet, but you did a little cooking demo for Complete Country, showing us how to make your steak, and inspired me. I have steak in the freezer, and it's gonna happen.
You got to do it. You got to do it. It's delicious. People get a glimpse into the 1960s kitchen that we're living in right now until it gets renovated. So
Yeah.
it's funny. You can see the floor is, it's like what your grandma's house would have looked like, you know? It's something special, but it works, and the steak
Yeah.
was delicious. So
And it's going to be so rewarding when you guys finish that house, and just to like know that you put the work into it yourself, and just the before and after of it. I think it's a cool thing to do, especially as a couple. I think that's awesome
yeah,
doing it.
yeah. I think, our mentality going into this was, um, it's the bones of this house are good. The lot is fantastic. We got room for our dogs, huge backyard. Um, and we know that we can make this exactly what we want.
Yeah.
So we're just going to approach it that way. And Lisa is a little bit more experienced with, she's done a few of these now.
Oh, really?
Whereas, so her frustration level stays at a minimum, and she's very like on task and doesn't get overwhelmed. Whereas I just have days where I'm like, what have we done?
What are we doing?
Like, why did we do this to ourselves? But it's not too bad.
That's hilarious. Well, thank God you have her. She's awesome. I'm super, super happy for you guys. And then your song, I Needed That. I'm so excited about that song for you. I feel like it's such a cool song. And I feel like it shows kind of a bigger side of you as an artist. I mean, I hate that like we can't see you play it live, because I feel like that song live is going to just be huge, and I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I feel like, when we went in with, I'm with Scott and we're working on stuff, I just told him, I said, I just want to be a little bit more true music. Like as far as like the instruments go to what we do live, we're pretty guitar driven.
Yeah.
There's no banjos, like maybe there's an organ, there's some stuff. So we just said like, let's just make this song rock live. Like, let's make it awesome. Let's make it heavy. And whether or not that's going to pay off as far as radio goes at this point, I don't really care. I'm just like, you know what? It's going to be awesome live. That's all you can worry about when it comes to creating something.
Yeah.
You just kind of got to do what makes you happy, and hopefully everybody accepts that. And if they don't, it doesn't matter, because art is for me. So we'll see what happens.
And I personally think it's an awesome song. And my first thing whenever anybody releases one, I get in my car and I listen to it in my car, because that's what I feel like that's when I really have a song translate to me. And it's really, really awesome to listen to in the car, which means it's great on the radio. So
Awesome. I love that. Yeah, it's true. It's funny. I feel like a lot of the ways that I listen to music have been cut down. I haven't been listening to that much music. It's been a strange thing, because being in a car is most of the time when that's when I've got Apple Music or Spotify on, or the radio, and I'm just like, just depending. That's how I'm consuming. So when I'm at home, I actually just found my Bluetooth speaker, because it was in my camping gear, and I'm like, oh, we should have this set up in the house, and we should be listening to music more. And it does. It just changes everything, and you're like, oh yeah, music is good. It's like it just heals you so much.
I know. I felt that too. I was like, wow, I feel like I haven't listened to any music since we've been in this, because I always listen to it in my car. So I had taken the insurance off my Jeep, and I literally was like, Mom, I need you to put the insurance back on, because I need to go out and go for a drive at least once a week, and just put on like all the new music that's come out and just listen to it, and just take a minute to like dive back into music, because I feel like I've kind of strayed from that. So you should try that. Go drive around.
Yeah. It's highly suggested. It works really well. And I mean, other than Steven, right? Because he's there, he's playing probably all the time, which
literally nonstop.
which You know what? Everybody thinks like, oh, it must be so nice. But if you talk to you or you talk to Lisa, the
Yeah.
thing is like, you know what it's like hearing somebody sing the same line over and over again when they're writing, trying to like lock it in. I'm sure it's like beating your head against a wall. So
It's been
if he's anything
super
like me,
cool. Yeah, I'm like, it's been super cool to see him like start a song from like an idea or a title, and then literally like 7 hours later have a finished demo for it. And I'm like, wow. And he comes downstairs and he's like, oh, I want to play this new song I wrote. I'm like, I already know it off by heart, every line.
yeah, yeah. I actually know rendition one too. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like,
I know every step. And he's like, oh, you could hear it? I'm like, yeah, the whole thing.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
Lisa
know
and
it.
you're lucky that you have us though, because we're good listeners, because we hear all the good and the bad, so we can like be super honest.
Yeah, yeah. Lisa will tell me straight up, especially if once we record like a group of songs, she'll be like, "This is the single. This is like a song that you like because it's very much true to who you are, but it's not the single." And like kind of talks me out of my like, I get tunnel vision sometimes when it
Yeah,
comes to emotional attachment to songs. So
for sure. Okay, so are you gonna play I Needed That for us?
yeah, I would love to do that for you.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm gonna shut
Great.
my camera off and just let you take it away.
Remember this morning I was heading out the door, million things on my mind, no time to stop. All wrapped up in myself, meant to tell you goodbye, not sure if I did or not. There's traffic jam, stressing over things I had to do. The phone started ringing, looked down, it was you. You told me you loved me, I said I love you back. Girl, I needed that. Yeah, I needed that. Like a town needs a church, like a drum needs a drink, like a rock star needs a guitar, like a heart needs a beat, like a pill needs its pain, like a farmer needs hope. Came in like rain, Lord knows I needed that. Yeah, I needed that.
Is it weird for you when you do Instagram lives and stuff like that? Because you're used to like playing a song on stage and hearing people cheer, and you're like, I know all of you are watching, but I can't hear anything.
It's actually been pretty similar to last summer because I shut my crowd mics off on my in-ears last year. I was just like, no, I'm just gonna. So at the beginning, it was a little bit weird because you can't hear anything on stage or outside of what's in your ears. So you finish the song, and you're like, do we suck right now? And then you're like, oh no, I see people's mouths moving and their hands moving. We're okay.
Yeah, that's such a weird thing that I don't think fans realize is a lot of artists, because they have their in-ears in and they're listening to their band and their mix and everything like that, that like most of the times they got to take the in-ear out to actually hear what the heck's going on out there.
Yeah, you'll see it a lot when you get to like sing back parts, like when it's like a crowd part where they sing. You'll see guys crack their ear just so they can hear if people are engaged or not. It's like, come on, let me hear you, and then they take their ear out.
Yeah, it's so
People
strange.
are always like, why do they do that? It's like because we can't hear anything.
Yeah,
So
it's so funny. So I Needed That. Did you, when you heard that song for the first time, was Hardy, because Hardy is a writer on it, which I
yeah.
can hear bits of him in it, but I love that you made it your own. Was he the one singing on the demo that you heard?
Uh, you know what? I actually don't know who the voice was on the demo. I don't think it was Hardy. I should go back and check. It's been a little while, but um, the only thing I remember thinking, because we had listened to so many pitches at that point in time, I wasn't writing. I'd kind of taken a step back just for health and mental health reasons. I was just
Yeah.
burnt out and I wasn't doing so hot. And this song, we'd listened to so many and nothing connected with me. And
Mhm.
as soon as I heard the chorus of that song, like a town needs a church, like a drunk needs a drink, like a rock star needs a guitar, like a heart needs a beat, I was like, man, this is perfect. I'm connecting with this. I listened to it once and I called Scott and I said, call them, put this song on hold right now. This is exactly what we've been looking for. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to listen to it again to see who sang the demo.
Is,
I'm not sure.
as cliche as it sounds, you heard it and you were like, I needed that song.
There, yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
I'm surprised I didn't make that joke.
I know. I was like, come on, Andrew, it's right there. Do it.
I'm pretty much 90% dad jokes now, so it's pretty good.
Okay, before I let you go, I feel like I've talked to pretty much everybody except for Kristen, but I'm about to talk to her about this. I've talked to Kelly Prescott, Sean Austin, JoJo Mason, all of your crew who was a part of the Tiger King video. Just ask them what their reaction was when they first got your videos back. And I will say for myself, and I think I told you this, but for anybody that's not seen the Tiger King video that you guys did, just watch it over and over. But yeah, it shocked me. I was like, I can't stop watching. I'm like, Andrew is, I mean, I've always known you were a character, but then I saw that and I was like, holy moly.
Yeah, I'm glad no one could see it out of context, like while I was filming that, because I was just locked in my basement. I actually used Zoom. I screen recorded myself alone on Zoom because I wanted to have that American flag tiger background, and you know how Zoom you can do the green screen, so I was like, this is the perfect way to do that. But I had a shirt and the buttons, I don't remember if the tear off of the shirt made it into the video or not. I think it did.
I think it did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I knew I really only had one chance to like do everything. It was like one take, so I just went full trailer trash. And I mean, I
Tiger King.
Yeah, I grew up like as a kid in a trailer, so I was like, it kind of is just in me, and you give me the right music and it just kind of, you know,
I mean,
the nips come out, you know.
You give him the right music and he just rips his shirt off and things happen.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
What was your first reaction when you got the email being like, hey, we're going to do a Tiger King video? Were you like, heck yeah, I'm in?
At first I was kind of like, oh man, like, I was like, first of all, we got to get this out really fast if we're going to do it, because it's just
everyone's
be
on it.
So saturated. And I was like, I don't know, like it could be cool. But then I heard the track, because they had already had like Kelly's brother, and sorry, I'm really bad with names.
Yeah. Didn't Chad?
Sorry?
Wasn't it
Yeah.
Kelly's brother, Kaylin?
Yeah, Kaylin and Chad did it. Yeah. And I heard the song and I was like, wow, they like nailed this. I was like, this is actually going to be really good quality and hilarious. And then it just kept getting more and more ridiculous. Like JoJo had me laughing. Sean, I'm like, where did you get handcuffed? You know, just like, I'm like, actually, I don't want to know.
No.
And then Kristen came out and just sang in her ridiculous way that she does. And Kelly is always just on point. It was pretty good. I had a good laugh, but then as soon as it was all together and they sent it to us, I had this immediate regret. I was like, I'm equal parts like pumped and equal parts terrified for this to be out, because someday I'm going to have kids and this will be available on the internet and they'll be like, oh my God, Dad, what is wrong with you? So
that was the first thing I said. I was like, your future children are going to be so proud of you.
Yeah. Or ashamed, one or the other. It's going to be one of those things where it like, one of their classmates is going to bring it up on their phone and be like, this is your dad.
Isn't your dad that guy that showed his nipple in the Tiger King video?
Yeah, it's like one step away from basically like being in a porn. It's like that's the level of shame that is happening to me right now.
Well, I will say thank you, because I feel like everyone just needed something to make them
really
smile,
needed that.
And you definitely did that.
Yeah,
so,
there we go.
Well done.
Second time, hit it out of the park.
Yes, exactly. Well, thank you so much for doing this. And I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I truly love I Needed That. And I think it's awesome. And I think people need to crank it up because it's such a jam. So congratulations, because it's a great song. And so is all the other stuff that you're releasing. So just keep releasing music because I'm enjoying it.
Appreciate that very much, Shannon. Thank you.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll get to see you soon in real life. And you can't wear pajamas when you play next time, but.
No. I'll do my best to have real pants on, and hopefully they fit by then.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be fine. All right. Well, have a good one, and say hi to Lisa for me, and hopefully we'll get to see you guys soon.
Will do. Take care, Shannon. Nice chatting with you.
Bye. You too.